Hello, welcome to Game Over Gerkinman. This is Gerkinman speaking. Of course, we're here playing Shadows of the Empire. This is a short episode. And finally, Mr. Star Wars himself is in the house. We have Senior Mark with us.
Hello. I'm Mark, otherwise known as 13, and I have been a Star Wars fan since probably age 6. I don't know. So this is very perfect for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yes.
because it's a nice short episode, it's perfect to go straight into the old... we'll get into like what the deal is with this game and where it sits chronologically and what the whole point of this and everything else was later on. But first of all, can you spend 5 minutes telling us about your experiences with this game, how you came across it, etc.?
Okay, so I believe this was one of the... Was this one of the launch titles?
It
for
was
the
a launch
N64, or was it
title.
a very early
And
game? Okay, it was a launch title.
It was a launch title, and also this is just a little thing. This is also the first turret sequence in any game I remember playing. Because essentially that's what this is.
Very true. You know what it is? Yeah, well, this part of the game is a rail shooter. I played turret games in probably computer Star Wars games like Rebel Assault and which were essentially joystick games anyway. But this was probably the first Star Wars game on a at least a Nintendo system that let you really do these kind of dogfights and turret sequences pretty decently. We had some before this in I believe 32X had a couple of had a Star Wars game. I had it. I can barely remember it.
I did not know that the 32X had a Star Wars game.
32X had a Star Wars game that was pretty good. It was a big dogfight game. I think that came out after... No, that was still during the Super Nintendo era. But this one really managed, because nobody played the 32X, this one really managed to really get all the Star Wars fanboys just able to throw them into the universe and, dodging, even though you're not piloting right now, but you're essentially flying through asteroids and TIE fighters are coming at you, putting you really in the role of Han Solo and Luke in the first movie.
Was it the second movie? Oh, I guess it was halfway between Empire and New Hope, this sequence.
Oh, I was talking about is that when Luke and Han did this in the thing. But you want to? We'll talk about the chronology next episode.
Yeah. Well, I just this actual level. I think the whole reason there's well, actually, it's the same asteroid field as what happened. Anyway, get into that.
Yeah, this is.
How'd you get onto this game?
This is us flying to Hoth right now, basically.
No, from Hoth. We're escaping Hoth.
Oh, where's the first level?
We already played them. I played one with Cool Boy Man and I played one with Dylan.
Oh yeah.
We've escaped.
Then you missed. We've already left Hoth. Oh, I hate you now.
Yeah, you can still talk about the Wampas though, and there's one. There's a Wampa on Tatooine for some reason.
Yeah, I'll get into that, and since we'll have more time next time. But actually, you know what? Well, screw it. I'll just say it now because you already screwed me up.
We're already halfway through it, and you haven't even told how you got onto the game yet, or your experience with the game.
Okay. So it's a launch title. We got the N64. I think the Christmas that it came out, so Christmas of 96, 97. That must have been Christmas of 96. I was a huge Star Wars fan when a kid, so this was an obvious choice to get me as one of the games. And pretty much played through it after getting it there, because it was the Star Wars game of the time. It was platforming, turret sequences, dogfights, all of those wrapped into one little nice little package.
Wonderful recreation of the Battle of Hoth. Like the first level in the game.
I wish I could have seen it.
The first level in the game is also the best level in the game.
Yeah, and there were in the older iterations of Star Wars games. There were the turret sequences where the snowspeeder sequences where you were trying to trip the AT-ATs. I remember that from the NES version of the game and the Atari version. Yeah. Atari one was also 3D and you did it.
That's true. It was Attack of the Giant Camels, Cyber Camels.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
Everything was all wireframe. And look how much we've come. Oh, you got one TIE fighter left.
Yep, one left. Look at that. Smashing it.
Yes.
So you got, this game is broken up into chapters, obviously, and some of them are very, very short.
Some of them, you can't really do.
The longer ones playing on easier, or the longer levels playing on easy or medium take like 15, 20 minutes. You can finish this game in a single sitting quite easily.
Yes. So, since I wasn't here for the last one, so what was your familiarity and fanness of Star Wars when this game came out.
I'd never heard of it, and I had a 64 for a year by that time, and I walked into Cash Converters, and I saw a copy of it there, and it was Star Wars, and I was just like, oh, Star Wars, and Stormtrooper shooting out of the front label, and I was like, I have to have it. So I came back from that holiday with a copy of Yoshi's Story and Shadows of the Empire.
Oh, those two games are very similar.
Very, very, very practically identical. I enjoyed the game a lot, and playing through it on this playthrough, it has a lot of problems, as most early 3D games did, but I still enjoyed it. But we'll get it. But so that's that. Join us next week as we actually get into the serious nitty-gritty Star Wars-y-ness of this game and what made it such a special thing that hasn't really been attempted since.
We're gonna nail so many Twi'lek whores.